are here, and I think that's everyone at work this morning, sort of off the adrenaline of last night's game. And it was a crazy game. So right from the start, Jalen Carter gets ejected for spitting on Dak Prescott. It came out later that, well, Prescott, he spit first. What are your thoughts on all this?
Yeah, I don't know. Regardless of who initiated it, listen, it's always the person that reacts that ends up getting in trouble, right? Whether you're in kindergarten, whether it's in hockey fights, or whether it's last night with Jalen Carter. We'll start off a little bit negative with this because this is unacceptable. This is a guy that's the best player on your defense, right? So now you start this season on prime time as defending champions. You raise the banner. You have all these expectations, all this pressure on you to start the season last night. And you have to do it without your best player because he's being immature. And this is a history now that he's shown going back to college where it's just incident after incident. And if you have opposing teams and players that say, we can get in this guy's head and we can get him ejected or we can get him to miss an entire game, it's not good. He needs to realize that his actions are impacting the team. Luckily, they came away with a win, but it's something to keep an eye on. Jalen Carter needs to grow up fast.
Yeah, it was just a terrible look. So let's talk about the defense. He's out. First half, did that make you worried? Are you more encouraged because they really stepped up in the second half? What were your thoughts on defense?
Yeah, I'm encouraged because losing Jalen Carter changes everything. Jalen Carter, you need 2 or 3 guys minimum just to try and slow him down. Even 3 guys sometimes doesn't work for Jalen Carter. So you lose him, it changes everything on defense. This is a defense now entering this season, Jenna, under an average age of under 25 years old. So they're a young defense. They're also a new look defense. They are not the Super Bowl champion defense that fans fell in love with last season. There's 6 new players in the starting lineup. 6 out of the 11 starters are somewhat new faces. Remember, Brandon Graham retired. Darius Slay is gone. Gardner Johnson's gone. So there's a lot of question marks about this defense. It's different. And you lose Jalen Carter, you hold your rival to 20 points. It's a win all around.
So let's go from Jalen Carter to Jalen Hurts now. 2 rushing touchdowns. There were a lot of times last night where he made something out of nothing. So let's talk about his game and what a threat he is to the opposing defenses.
He's the epitome of effective and efficient. I mean, this is a guy that continues to get disrespected and overlooked from national media members, from odds makers, right? I mean, there's Jaden Daniels, the quarterback for Washington, has better odds to win the NFL MVP award than Jalen Hurts. It's absolutely ludicrous. He does whatever it takes to win. You see here, he scrambles, dives in for a touchdown, 63 yards, 14 rushing attempts. He just takes what the defense gives him. He never forces any type of mistakes. You look at his stats in the last 10 games, Jenna, 11 touchdowns, just 1 interception. Right, he takes care of the football, and that's winning football. Right?
I'm cool and collected. So besides Hurts, who else stood out to you offensively?
You know, I'm going to throw a little bit of wrinkle here. Dotson. All right, Jahan Dotson is the 3rd wide receiver for the Philadelphia Eagles, but he's slowly becoming one of Jalen Hurts' favorite targets, right? A.J. Brown didn't really get the ball at all. 1 target, 1 catch for star wide receiver A.J. Brown. Devontae Smith, not a ton of action either. Well, that's because defenses are trying to shut those guys down, and it's going to leave the 3rd wide receiver, i.e. Dotson, open and available to make plays. And this is a guy that had a big play in the Super Bowl. He had a couple big catches in the playoff run last year. And now to start this season, Dotson with a couple of huge plays last night. So look for Dotson to possibly have a big year flying under the radar for the